I can't even talk. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back in. Oh, look, I got my Steve shirt on. All things fun. Welcome in everybody to another episode of the Daily Disney Discussion. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. I was until I started getting all the news from Disney, and then they just like bummed me out the whole time. But that's another story for another time. We may even actually do something and talk about that later tonight. Who knows? But welcome in. Glad everybody's here. Hope everybody's had a great week. Hope your Friday has been good. Hope it's been great. We're going to have a good time today. We are heading back over to the Magic Kingdom. And of course, tonight we're going to talk about Peter Pan's Flight. Yep. One of the oldies, but the goodies for sure, in my opinion anyway. And we'll get into that as we discuss. But before we do that, a little quick mousekeeping if you don't mind. Of course, Dean over at The Live Place. Check them out at theliveplace.com. And of course, I have two partner channels, Disney Dan and Steve's World. Steve and I will be on here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with Sports Night, non-sports night actually lately. And of course, Dan's tomorrow night with Disney Food Fridays. I mean, that's now, but Disney Fiasco on Saturday. And then Sunday with me, we're going to be doing our Disney movie review as we review Beauty and the Beast. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys can join us for all that. And it's going to be great. We're going to have a special guest. You'll have to wait to see who that is. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And let's get right into it. Let me say hi to a few people in the chat. It is Friday, so I appreciate anybody and everybody that's here today. Eric Newman, one of our members, is first today. Eric, good to see you. Wendy Luhu, right behind him, another one of our members. Wendy, great to see you. Oh, I just burped, and that burp is sponsored by D&G. I just had dinner, and I apologize. Alyssa Stenberg is here. Big Disney fan is here. Cynthia Candy Mom 15, another one of our members, our first member, is here as well. Cynthia, always good to see you, dear. Thanks for being here. Let's see who else we got. Brian Eisenhart popped in real fast. Brian, good to see you, buddy. Another one of our members. Brian, great to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. James Ryan, a mainstay, as usual. James, always good to see you, and he's also another one of our members. James, hope you're doing well. Noah's in the house. Big Noah Mountain 5 is here. Let's see who else is in here. I think that's everybody. Oh, Craig's Robotics. What's up, Craig's Robotics? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. G. Wilson's in the house. Magical News Live. Nick is in the house. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Donna Jaworski, another one of our members. They're wonderful and talented. Donna Jaworski. Donna, great to see you, dear. Hope you're doing good. Let's see who else is here. Melissa Gover. I think she's new here, but welcome in, Melissa Gover. Thanks for being here. Russ Stapleton, another one of our members. Russ, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. And I think, yep, okay, so we are up to date. So yes, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about none other than Peter Pan's Flight. Now, Peter Pan's Flight actually wasn't, according to the information I have here, I was one at the time, so I don't really remember it, was actually not an opening day attraction. It opened 2 days later. It says here it opened October 3rd, 1971. Of course, October 1st, 1971 is when Disney World opened, Magic Kingdom. So that's kind of neat. It actually wasn't an opening day attraction. It was 2 days later. But there have been variations of this ride over the years when it comes to certain things that have changed here and there. Not a ton of changes. Of course, like we've talked about in the past, it is over at Fantasyland, which is normally the area for the little kids. And that's how I feel. I really feel Fantasyland is for the little guys. As much as nice as it is, that's what it's for, in my opinion. When you look at the different rides that there, the Carousel, Peter Pan's Flight, It's Small World, Winnie the Pooh, even Mine Train to a certain degree, it's really kind of for the little guys and girls for sure. One Stop Mouse, welcome in. Good to see you. They had a stream a little bit earlier tonight. If you guys get a chance, go check the replay talking about all the big things going on with Disney right now. I'll be sure to check out One Stop Mouse. Great channel. Let's see who else is here. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, by the way. But Peter Pan's Flight. Where do we start with Peter Pan's Flight? Because this is kind of an interesting one really to talk about in a lot of ways. Absolutely. Yes, no, it operates on an Omnimover. But really what makes this so unique to me is it's unlike any other Disney ride that's a dark ride. An Omnimover is, all those are on the ground. This one, you're up above. You fly. It's like you're flying. You get on the boat, on the ship, and you fly around. I think that's what makes it so unique, and I think it's part of the reason why it's such a popular ride, in my opinion. Let's see here. Brian says, Melissa, I'm making lasagna and garlic bread. Oh, gosh, that sounds good. Amy, AGC Magic TV, is here. What's up, Amy? Good to see you. Sherry, Awesome Sunset Travel. Welcome in, Sherry. Good to see you. Sherry, of course, is another one of our members. Sherry, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And I think we're up to date. But let's talk a little bit about the ride itself. The area where it is at Magic Kingdom in Fantasyland, of course, it's right across from It's a Small World. That area right there is so narrow. It's almost like the people are funneled in. It's like, you got this big area and then it really condenses right there by Peter Pan, and It's a Small World. So I don't like that area a lot of times because it can get so overcrowded right there. But I think that's part of the reason why you see such large crowds. But there's another reason, in my opinion, and I'm going to get into that as well. Charlie and Stacy are here, the Disney Nerd Herders. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yes, Brian, that's exactly right. It's the first suspended ride, and that's one of the things that makes it unique. And it's one of the things about it that I really like, for sure. Noah says, fun fact, the ride makes use of forced perspective so you feel higher up. Oh, absolutely. Like the scene when they go over London. Absolutely, for sure. I love lasagna too. Russ says, why is the line always so long? The ride never stops moving. I think they give out too many fast passes, plus the ride is so short. Well, I'm going to get into that in a minute as well, Russ, to be honest with you. Hey, adults can ride it. Yes, adults can ride it. Yes, indeed, we can. Let's talk a little bit about that. So the queue itself, there was a time when the queue was just a normal, regular queue. There was really nothing special about the queue. And then Disney went and they did that long refurb one, if you guys remember. They did the refurb on this ride. And when they did that refurb, they redid the queue and they made it look into one of the better queues in all of Walt Disney World. It's a great queue. And it became interactive, and there are things you could do. You could do this, you could touch that, you could do things with your hands, and it's really a neat queue, and it's wonderful inside. And it looks like you're in their bedroom and stuff like that. To me, Russ, that's part of the reason why the queue is so long. Our Peter Pan is right next to Mr. Toad's. Huge crowds for that one. Yeah, I bet. To me, that's part of the reason why the queue is so long, because people stop. They want to play the game. They want to be interactive. They want to look at this. They want to look at that. And it kind of slows things down. I've been on it. I've been in that standby line where people just stand there. And you're like, keep going, please. And they don't. They kind of stand there and do their, the things, and the kids are playing around. I think that's part of it as well. And part of it could be the fact that they give out too many fast passes as well. I'll admit that for sure. Absolutely. Unstopped Mouse says, I've been stuck in that tunnel between Small World and Peter Pan when the crowd literally stopped solid for 15 minutes. I believe it. It's a small area that usually has to try to handle a lot of people. And it's pretty tight in there for sure. The shadows in the new Peter queues are terrific. Yeah, they are. And that's part of it. I think that's part of the thing is the people, when they go through the queue, they really want to enjoy the queue. And I get that, and maybe part of it is I'm immune to it now, and maybe I'm jaded in some ways when it comes to it, because for me, I just want to get through the queue and I want to ride the ride. But that's just me. Russ says, yeah, I have jumped in front of people in the queue when they are just standing there. What's true, and that's the thing is they want to experience the queue, and I guess that's fine. I mean, ultimately, you pay your money to do what you want to do at the parks within reason. So I get it. I can see that. Laugh out loud, James. No need. You are already too awesome to us. Wish we could have breakfast at Crystal Palace. Yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, he's talking about James, though. I'm inviting myself. Craig Robotics says the queue utilizes an awesome motion video recognition technology with the bells. Yes, it's really neat how they do that. That recognition technology is pretty accurate. They're usually 9 times out of 10 pretty accurate at getting it right. I will say that. Brian says, just imagine if the queue was like Disneyland's, wooden rails about 2 feet apart, real squeeze there. Oh, I agree. It definitely is. I'll be interested to see how Disney's going to work the queue when it comes to that, because I guess they're just going to have to turn the interactive technology off. Those elements are going to have to be turned off for sure, because you don't want people doing all that, because otherwise then you're holding everybody up. Yes, Donna. And I remember the old queue before they went to the new queue. This one is head and shoulders better, for sure. But I think it's part of the reason why we get such really long lines at Peter Pan's Flight. But the queue is fantastic. Now, as for the ride itself, look, it's a dark ride. It's above, you're hanging down. I think it's a fantastic ride in that respect. In a lot of ways, I love it for that. All the different elements of the ride are pretty awesome. They're dated in a lot of ways. I think they could probably use some new animatronics in there that are a little bit more up to date. Maybe with some of the ones like we get at the Mine Train or on Frozen Ever After. You can put a couple of those in there. But I don't want them to change it too much. Like my favorite scene actually in that whole ride is going over London. I think how they do the London scene is really done well. I like that. Charlie and Stacy say, I like Peter Pan a lot. It's low capacity but unique and worth riding at least once a trip. Oh, for sure. I agree 100%. Big Disney fan. I think they're replacing the queue line games with in-app version, removing the games from the queue. Well, probably. I'm sure. Fun fact, J.M. Barrie invented the name Wendy. Huh, how about that? I didn't know that. One Stop Mouse says, just saw a video for the Shanghai Disneyland Peter Pan ride, and I was amazed. Great ride. That ride is interesting enough, not suspended. Yes, it is. I've seen that as well. I think all the rides in Shanghai are really nice rides. They really did a good job on that park. If I could ever get over there, I'd love to get over there for sure. Yeah, I really like that park, Cynthia. I think that they did a really good job on that. It's really neat, the little lights that make it look like the cars are driving by, and you got the moon up there. I don't know. I just really enjoy that scene. I like the scene with at the end when Peter Pan wins and all the pirates are beat up on there. I like that part too. Russ says they already turned off some of the interactive stuff at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train for the same reason of holding up the line. Yes. Look, it's what happens. With these lines being as interactive and as fun as they are, people are going to take an interest in them. They're going to want to do everything in the line. They're going to want to touch all the things. It's just human nature. That's how we are. What are we? We like to touch things. Yep, and from Space Mountain. Yep, for sure. I love the ride over London, all the little car lights and stuff. Yeah, I agree. It's my favorite too. Desire Dreams in the house, Jeff and Angela. Good to see you guys. Thank you. Are you back yet? Are you here? Are you still up in Pennsylvania? Let us know. Hope you guys are back. Good to see you. Ours has those old school turnstile count system. I'd like to flip this turnstile a few times to increase the count. Brian. Yes, I do too. I really love seeing the Big Ben. I think it's really, really neat. I agree 100% for sure. What did Noah say that I missed? Because Melissa's saying, cool, Noah. I must have missed something. Oh, there we go. You fly over the nursery scene. Look carefully at the blocks on the ground. Some of the blocks with the letters and numbers are in the correct order. They spell out Disney. Upside down 5. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at that. I never really looked at that, Noah. That is cool. I'll look at that. James says, there is something in Peter Pan that touches a broad group of Disney visitors. It amazes me how difficult the line is and how precious Fast Passes are for it. Every time. It's one of the harder Fast Passes to get. It really, really is. Hey, gang, please sprinkle some pixie dust and float on over to the like button and give it a swish. Appreciate that. Thanks, James. Appreciate it, buddy. But the queue's fantastic. The ride itself, it's very classic. It is dated. There are certain elements of it that I think need to be updated. For sure. Like with the mermaid scene, the water. They could put like LEDs in there and make it look like a real waterfall. I think they could do that. Different other elements of it that they really could make this ride just a tad better. I don't want it reimagined and I don't want a total overhaul, but I would like certain elements of it to be updated a little bit, in my opinion. But overall, I think the ride's probably about, 6 minutes? No, not even. Probably like 3 minutes if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to look it up here to see if I can get the actual time. I think it's like 2 to 3 minutes on the ride. We've actually gotten stuck on this ride before, Melissa and I think twice. One time we were like leaning forward like that for like 5 minutes. It felt like a long time. Oh, heading out tomorrow. Okay, well, you guys be careful coming down. Safe travels heading back. Heading back down to Florida. But it's a really fun ride. It's unique. Again, you're flying overhead. You're elevated up here. It's not down here like all the other dark rides. It's just a lot of fun. It's classic. You're inside the boat as well, so you're flying inside of a ship. It's just so neat. But wait times. Let's talk about wait times because, as you all have already said, wait times for this are always, on average, 40 to 50 minutes for Peter Pan's Flight. all the time. It's all the time. Are you willing to wait in that? If you don't have a fast pass for Peter Pan's Flight, what are you waiting for this ride? And there have been some rides we've talked about. We won't wait at all. We'll wait an hour. We'll wait 40 minutes, 20 minutes. What are you going to wait for this one? I want to hear from everybody in the chat. Let me know. Russ says, I love the ride itself. There is so much detail. I do wish it was a little slower so you could see more. Plus the nostalgia of riding it. The only issue is Captain Hook's voice not matching the movie. True. Good point. What did Brian say? Fresh ride to toss your cookies on, just lean over the side. That's true. I guess you ultimately could do that if you had to. I don't think I'd change much, just the queue and fast pass issues. I agree. Melissa would wait 35 to 40. I think that would probably be my max for me too, Melissa. If that. Probably 30, I guess 35. Well, I have to wait if you're waiting. So waiting 35 to 40. Candy Mom Cynthia would wait 20. Craig's Robotics would wait 40 tops. Russ says I'd skip it unless I have a fast pass. All right, I get that. Okay. Big Disney fan. 15 minutes as usual. I check with the app. Right. Yep, makes sense. The standby queue is worth the wait. It is. I guess it depends on when I'm riding. If it's late in the day and I haven't ridden it yet, I don't know that I want to stand in that standby queue for 40 minutes. If it's early in the morning, maybe. Noah says 35 minutes he'd wait. Wendy, because it's mobbed, I would err on the side of fast pass if I can get one. Exactly. Eric will wait 35. James says, I would wait 40 minutes if I couldn't fast pass it. 30 minutes for One Stop Mouse. Craig's Robotics says, I'd spend more time studying the technology than I do enjoying the ride. I find myself looking up at the ride carriage system. You know what? I think I've only done that one time. Craig's Robotics. Seriously, I have looked up before to see what it's like and how they do it. But not that often. I'll need to do that again next time. Wendy would wait 30 minutes. Charlie and Stacy would wait 20. Look, you know my old saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? You wait 40 to 50 minutes for a ride, 20 minutes, 30 minutes for something to last 2. It better be really, really good. And I don't know that this one is necessarily like that. I think most of us ride it more for nostalgia, to kind of take us back to our childhood than anything else. I mean, it's a fun ride. It's a cute ride. But it's not Mine Train. It's not Soarin'. Of course it's not the big ones, but it's fun. I have a good time with it. We usually DAS this ride for a return time. Well, I don't blame you. I would too. There's lines are so long. But I do think a lot of it has to do with the fast passes, like Russ said. But I think a lot of it has to do with the queue as well. And I think that's a big part of it for me. Now, as for fast passes, let me know in the comments. Is this a first 3 fast pass for you? Is this one of your first 3 at Magic Kingdom for fast passing Peter Pan's Flight? For me, I got to think about this for a second, because just going off my gut, off the hip, I would say it probably is. But now I got to take a step back and think about it. Space Mountain, I probably want to get a fast pass for. I probably want to get a fast pass for Big Thunder. I probably would want a fast pass Pirates or Haunted Mansion if I could. So I don't know that Peter Pan's Flight, it probably does though. It probably bumps Haunted Mansion because that's a little bit easier to get on. And depending upon where we're going, it might even bump Big Thunder or Pirates because they're a little bit easier to get on. Let's see. It's not a must-do for me, says Wendy. It is one of Melissa's favorites. Yes, Candy Mom. Cynthia would fast pass it. Noah says, when I was waiting in line for Small World for 75 minutes and Peter Pan's Flight says 90 minutes, there's no way to wait that long. I would use a fast pass, but not top 3. There you go. Eric says, yep, fast pass. For me, yes. Me, no. Right. For Melissa, she would fast pass. For me, right, because see, Melissa's not going to ride Space Mountain. She's more than likely probably not going to ride Big Thunder unless we really push Prod and pull her. So it makes sense. It would fit into hers. Desire Dream says yes for a fast pass, top 3. There you go. Cynthia says my daughter has to ride it, so I have to make her happy. That's exactly right. That's a good mom. Not a top 3 fast pass for Wendy. If I get one, I get one. If not, I'm not going to be upset about missing it. There you go. I agree, 100%. Charlie and Stacey, no fast pass. Way too many other better rides to get fast passes for. Agree, 100%. Big Disney fan, not top 3. James says, it's a day 2 Fast Pass. My first 3 are Space Splash and Big Thunder. I forgot all about Splash. Isn't that terrible? Day 2, Peter Pan, Jungle Cruise, Big Thunder. So Big Thunder twice. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Russ says, if I can get it, then yes. But they go pretty fast. I usually look for one around fireworks time and then ride it. And come out in time to watch fireworks from behind the castle. That's a good point, too. That's a good idea, too, actually. I think that's a really good idea. 100%. Yep, I agree. But I think this ride is almost a mandatory Fast Pass, if for no other reason than the fact that the wait time is just astronomical. It really can be, which is too bad. It's just, I mean, I don't get the allure for this ride so much. I mean, I guess because the little ones are really going to love it because they're kind of flying and they're going to really, really like it. And it's a good slow ride with a little bit of thrill for the little ones. So families really have to ride this. There's a lot of nostalgia factor. It's caught in that little area right there where the bottleneck is. So a lot of people will sometimes just get in line there. I guess there's a lot of different factors. But I mean, if you look at just ride itself, it's not one of the best rides in Disneyland. I mean, Disney World for sure. But that's just me. It's still a very good ride. Somebody said it's a must-do. It is. It's a must-do. You have to do this ride for sure. But that's how I feel about it. I really enjoy this ride. It always does well in the bracket. It's usually a Sweet 16. It always makes it past the first round, unless it's going up against something like Haunted Mansion or something. It always makes it past the first round. And it's a lot of fun. Melissa says, you're making me sad. I thought you'd love this ride too. I do love this ride. I love it. There are other ones I love more. I enjoy the ride a lot. But I don't, as I've gotten older, I have less tolerance to stand in line for 40 minutes for it. 10 years ago, I would have stood in the line for 40 minutes, got on it, loved it, and said it was worth it. Now, I tend to take a step back and say, is it? Don't be sad. It's Father's Day. You can't be sad. It's Father's Day weekend. You can't be sad. It's my weekend. Wendy says it's probably all us Brits. We do love a queue. I do too. Some of the queues are great. James says, please visit our partner channel, Steve's World. Yeah, please do. Steve's a great channel for sure. Excuse me. Amy says it may be a first round of Fast Pass. There you go. Yep, Steve's World. All things fun. Saw the gold shirt. Saw the STE. Thought you were supporting the Steelers today. Well, nope, not the Steelers. Steve's World. Laura B, welcome in. Laura, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Everybody say hi to Laura. Yep, and visit our pond partner channel, Dan, as well. Thanks, James. Appreciate that, buddy. Got to run out. We give this ride a 9. Thanks, Charlie and Stacy. Yes, and that's next up. Ride time, guys. Give me your ride. What do you rate it? 1 to 10. What's your score? There's mine. 9 out of 10. Certain elements, thanks, Darlene and Stacy. You guys have a good one. Be careful. Have a good night. Charlie, if I don't talk to you, happy Father's Day. I guess I will see you Sunday, maybe. But in case, happy Father's Day. But, yeah, 9 out of 10. I really enjoy this ride a lot. It's a must-do. We're going to ride it every single trip we're in Disney World. Even living down here, if I can get in and ride it, I really would like to ride it. I'm going to be less apt to wait now that we're down here. But I really do like this ride. I love the nostalgia. I love Peter Pan. I love it. It's fun. Eric gives it a 9. Big Disney fan says 10 for being cute, 10 for nostalgia, 10 for base on a classic tale. 10 out of 10. There you go. 8 for Candy Mom. Cynthia gives it an 8. Amy gives it a 9. Melissa gives it a 9. Big Disney fan says hi. Noah gives it a 9. 7 out of 10 for Russ. James gives it a 10. Wendy gives it an 8 if I get on it. Right, exactly. It's true. It's such a hard ride to get on, for sure. It's never that easy. It really isn't that easy. It's the one ride that's the most popular ride in all of Walt Disney World. It makes me scratch my head the most. It's the one that I go, some of the other really, really popular rides, it makes sense. This is the one where I'm like, okay, this is a fun ride. I like it. But an average of 50 minutes all the time? That's saying something for sure. But that's just me. 22 people watching, 22 likes. Thank you all very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. But yeah, it looks like 8s, 9s pretty much around the board when it comes to this ride. It really is. It's a fun ride. I can't not ride it, and I think everybody loves it for sure. But so there you go. Peter Pan's Flight, a classic. It's been around for forever. I think it'll continue to be around. I can't see this going anywhere. But you know what? I never thought Snow White Scary Adventures was going to go anywhere, and that's gone. But I don't think this will go anywhere for a while. It's a classic ride for sure. And everybody rides it all the time. And it's one of those, I'm going to recommend this to people that have children for sure. I'm like, when they say, what do you ride at Magic Kingdom? Peter Pan's Flight is going to be the first one. It actually is the first one that I recommend for families who have little ones. Now, when I say little ones, I'm not talking 1, 2, 3. I'm talking 4 to 6 to 7. This is the one I recommend the most. Even over Dumbo, over Pooh, over all of them, I think Peter Pan is the one. I think it really does do well. Yep, about time for the pool. Russ says, I wonder how much pixie dust they go through in an hour. Probably go through a lot. Tinkerbell's got to be tired. All right, time for the pool. Here we go. And by the way, guys, so now that we have some dates from Disney of when they are going to open, I will let you guys know that the last final daily Disney discussion will be July 8th. Because the 7th and the 8th are the cast member previews. July 9th is the first day for annual pass holders to go back into the parks. So the 8th will be our final daily Disney discussion. So we actually have a date now. James says, I hope you guys have enjoyed these. I've enjoyed them. Noah says probably 30 minutes. 60 divided by 2 equals 30. There you go. I'm sure the chat and other members will agree. Joining Mouse Talk as a member is a wicked cool. Go ahead. Is wicked cool. Go ahead and give it a try. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. You know me, guys. I don't like to promote too much, but the channel's been growing. I appreciate everybody for all you've done. We do have membership. We have perks for those members, buttons, postcards, exclusive videos, T-shirts, depending upon what level you're at. So definitely, if membership is something you're interested in, click that join button. Take a look at it, and if it's something you're interested in, Melissa and I would be eternally grateful and obviously honored, but not something that's obligated at all. We don't expect it at all, but we appreciate it for sure. So let's go ahead and make the pool. And one other thing, I did post a new video today, this morning, a vlog video of my time at Universal. I had an incredible day. Lots of different things happening in that video. It was just an exciting day. Soft openings, new shows, new rides, cursed Egyptians coming at me. It's pretty neat. You guys got to go check out that video if you don't mind. I'd be honored. And it's one of my, I don't like to boast too much, but I'm really proud of this video. I did a lot of editing on it, and I had a good time making it. So I hope you guys get a chance to go out and check it out. All right, here we go with the pool. So Russ says, so does that mean you'll go live from the parks every day instead? I'm going to miss this, even though I missed a few. No. We'll figure something out, I'm sure, Russ. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. That's what means the most to me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Oh, Lord, Melissa says. Primeval World next. Oh, okay. This is good. I like this one. So we're heading over to Animal Kingdom. And, of course, there's the Tree of Life. Well, what's below the Tree of Life? But none other than it's tough to be a bug. So tomorrow on the Daily Disney Discussion at 6 p.m. right here, we're going to talk about Flick, Hopper, and the rest of the gang from It's Tough to Be a Bug, the 3D show in Animal Kingdom. That's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot to talk about there. I hope you guys can join us for that. That one's going to be awesome. We're going to have a really good time with it. It's Tough to Be a Bug. That's a good one. I think we're going to have a good time talking about that one tomorrow. It's very good. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Bugs. Close. I just love the bug. It's going to be a good time. I hope you guys all come out for it. But, guys, thank you all again very, very much for joining me. There's a lot of news coming that broke today from Disney. I think Steve and I are probably going to be talking about it ad nauseum tomorrow night. I have my own 2 cents about it that I'm going to be sharing. It may not be a very popular opinion, but I'm going to share it tomorrow night. It's going to be an interesting night. I must say it's been a depressing day. I'll put it to you that way. As I've read more and more of the information as it breaks, I don't know how everybody else feels, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow as we talk about it. But you guys, thank you all again for joining us today. All of our members, thank you for all your generosity and loyalty. Everybody in the chat, just thank you for your loyalty and being here, spending your time with me. Like we always say, you have choices of what you do with your time, and the fact that you would spend it here with me, your time is precious, and it just means the world to me that you would spend it here. I appreciate it very, very much. I love all of you. I hope everybody has a great, great night. Stay positive. Enjoy your weekend. To all the dads out there, if I don't get to speak to you, or if I don't see you in an upcoming stream before then, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there this Sunday. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy it. You deserve it. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.